Hello my dear friends, this is Grace and welcome to my channel. I am doing something very different than what I usually do here in my channel. I am sharing a homemade card kit. So a little bit background of why I'm doing this. As you know, I am very passionate about paper crafting, and of course my first priority is scrapbooking because I love the combination of being able to be creative but at the same time documenting my family's memories. Second to that would be card making. I used to do a lot of cards before, but I found myself having so many cards, and yet the amount of cards that I actually use and send was not the same, or is not balanced with the amount of cards that I was making. So I kind of stepped back on card making just so that I can use up the stuff that, or the cards that I've already made. And then but with YouTube, I also watch a lot of card making videos, and I subscribe to a lot of card designers channels. And one of the ones that really inspires me is Vicky. I'm not going to say her last name because I don't know how to say it, but her link is going to be in the description below. And what she does is she has the Simon Says stamp kit of the month, and she makes 10 cards out of that kit, and I am just always blown away by all the techniques that she can add to her cards and make 10 cards out of it. So that's the inspiration for this kit that I'm making. I kind of wanted to channel a little bit of Vicky's inspiration and do my own spin on it. So let's just get started on what I had put together with my kit. So this video is just solely sharing with you the kit that I put together from my stash, and then on another video I'm going to share with you 10 10 cards that I'm going to make with these items over here. So my goal for this kit, well, for me personally, and I hope that you will be inspired with what I'm trying to do here as well, is to test out techniques and to just play. That is something that I try to balance with my scrapbooking because I want to make sure that the stories are documented as well and not just play. But this one we can definitely play with cards, and so that's what I want to do. I want to test out some new techniques that I've seen and just play. So let's get started. And the reason why I decided to make my own kit is because my one little word for this year is sufficient, and so I really do feel that I have sufficient products already within my disposal, so I figured I'd pull out some items from my stash. Okay, enough said. Let's start. This is pretty much the basis of my card kit. This is a 6x6. It's a very old paper pad. I don't know if you can notice this, but this barcode is actually a Big Lots barcode, and so I got this when they were kind of what's the word, clearancing out all of their scrapbook items in their store. And so I got this paper pad and I love it. This is from Crate Paper. It's called Party Day, and I've used some of it, but I haven't used all of it. As you can see, some of them have been punched out. But one of the things that I wanted to do with my 10 cards is to make birthday cards, because that is a card theme that I always seem to can't get enough of, because I have lots of birthdays to give cards to, or lots of people that have birthdays to give cards to. And so this is my inspiration for the whole card kit, and I actually pulled out a bunch of the colors from this one specific paper. And so a lot of my colors are not exactly the same, but I thought that it would be okay for them to not be specifically the same, because then they will just kind of coordinate with one another. I don't know if that will really work. I'm not a very good person when it comes to color, but we shall see. So that is my color scheme. And then with Vicky's layouts or cards, see, I'm a scrapbooker by heart, so I'm going to be saying layouts all the time, and I'm going to be correcting myself. With Vicky's 10 cards, she has 5 cardstock, 8.5 by 11 cardstock that she uses as her card base. And I wanted to do that because I have some 8.5 by 11 card stocks that haven't been touched for years. And so these are the color schemes that I used. And I, like I said, I pulled the colors from that pattern paper. So I have a white, I have beige, I have tan, a darker green, and then this blue, kind of a, it's not turquoise, but like a sea blue type of cardstock. So that's my 5, and this is going to be the base for my cards. And I like that this is, when you cut 2 from each paper, that it's an A2 size, so it's not hard to find envelopes for them. So that's my cardstock. Another thing, of course, in the card kits would be a stamp set. So I pulled this one out. This is from Inspired by Stamping. I think this was released in, I want to say in 2014. I was in their design team at one point, and so it's entitled Chalkboard Birthday, and I really love the different kinds of birthday sentiments here. I think that these banner ones would be really good if I emboss it and then add that sentiment to the front of my card. So, and then it has little bits of arrows that maybe I can use in the background as well. So that's my stamp set. And then I have 2 dies. This happy one from Heidi Swap, and I just love that it's a really, well, not really big, but it's a fairly good size word that I can add to the front of my card, and that would say a lot about the kind of card that it is. So that's that. And then I have my new favorite die set. I was kind of late in the bandwagon as far as the nesting dies, but I've seen Vicky use a lot of these, and it's just, it seems like it's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very good foundation product to have. Not foundation. It's going to come to me. But it's a very good basic stash to have. And so I just bought the circle one, and of course, now that I'm in love with this nesting die from Avery Elle, I've put the square one and the rectangle one on my wish list. So when I get some money, that's the next thing that I'm going to be purchasing. But I love these nesting dice. So the reason I got this was because I want to do some shaker cards, and to make shaker cards you have to have some sequins to put in it. So this one is from Spiegel Mom, and it's called Amy Sprinkles. I think I love the reason why I picked it was because of the yellow and the gold, which brings me to this kind of yellow color right here, and it also has the blues and the pinks, so I'm hoping that that all coordinates. And it also has some little hearts and stars in there, so that might be fun to use in my shaker cards. And then I have this new to me. I bought this at the Scrapbook Expo in May. It's just a washi, and I don't know if it works with the whole scheme of things, but I wanted to use up some of my new to me stash, and this just kind of spoke to me. And it's just a gray star. I wanted to pull it out so you can see, just a gray star. And I thought the gray would be a good neutral to add to. I look at this and I study the colors, and it's a little bit more muted, so maybe I'm thinking the gray would work with that. And then in the Simon Says stamp kits, they would have ink pads, and so I got these little ones. These are from SCI. I have the black, this one is, let me see here, ruby, and then this kind of orange yellow one is kumquats, and the other one is lime. So I think more than just stamping my sentiments on this, I can maybe use it as a background. I'm going to try the smushing technique, and also the one where you, you know, when you see people use the Tim Holtz ink pads, the distressed ink pads, and they kind of just blend the items on the background. So I'm going to try that. Like I said, I'm not very good with techniques, but cards help me to try new techniques. And then I got some doilies so that I can do some feminine cards, half feminine cards, and then half masculine cards. So that is my kit, and I hope that you'll join me when I make my 10 cards and that we will have fun putting this together. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section below. I try to answer them as fast as I can, and I will see you when I see you. Bye, guys.